Every now and then on the channel, I'll get a comment, something along the lines of, "Oh, you should get rid of this girl's bike and get you a Harley Davidson." Or, "Why don't you get a man's motorcycle, a Harley Davidson?" Or sometimes I'll just get a comment that just says, "Harley Davidson." That's it. Those are the only two words that are in there. No other context, no other detail. And usually I'll respond to those with like a little heart or a thumbs up and a like, and I leave it at that. Because I believe everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Which is why today I'm going to tell you why I don't like Harley Davidson. Some of you out there might be thinking, you like motorcycles, but you don't like Harley Davidson? That's kind of sacrilegious. Because the Harley Davidsons are the best motorcycle. Let me stop you right there, homie. Let me stop you right there. That's why I don't like them. You know, Harley Davidson's been around since the early 1900s. They really didn't start growing in popularity until after World War II. A lot of veterans were coming home. They could buy their old service motorcycles for super cheap, so they did. And they started riding around together, and that's kind of how like all the motorcycle clubs came to be. At least that's my understanding of it. And they were plugging along. They had a little misstep in the 80s. Got President Reagan to put some tariffs on some Japanese bikes. Or along the lines of like 49% for anything bigger than like 750cc or something like that. So basically you couldn't import a bike of a decent size without freaking, you know, having to charge $1 for it. Which, you know, it's kind of rude if you ask me. But I've also heard that, you know, a year or two later, like it wasn't supposed to be 49% forever. Like after a year or two, it started going back down, and Harley actually went back and said, all right, you can stop doing these tariffs now. We're doing pretty good again. Somewhere around the mid-2000s, things started to change. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Modern Harley Davidson is a lifestyle brand that happens to sell motorcycles. Because they started billing themselves as a premium brand. And premium brands cost premium dollars. Which is in part is why their bikes are so expensive. And I'll be honest with you, I've never ridden a Harley. Now, I've thought about it. I've thought about trying to rent one on like Twisted Road or Rider Share, just to see what all the hype's about. But the main reason I don't like Harley Davidson is the die-hard Harley people. The folks that are, oh, if it's not a Harley, it's not a real motorcycle. And even then, half of them don't consider Sportsters real bikes. Those are girl bikes. And some of the Harley Davidson models aren't real Harley Davidsons. I mean, what do you guys want? Now, I'm not talking about the guy who freaking crushes, 30, 40,000 miles a year, has gone back and forth across the country 19,000 times. I'm talking about the people that want to gatekeep, Because, oh, I ride a Harley Davidson. I spent this much money on a bike. It's the best bike ever. You're not as good. Your bike's not as good. Because you don't have a Harley Davidson. Therefore, you're not a real biker. You don't ride motorcycles. That's just a toy. That's a piece of crap. That's who I have the problem with. You guys know me. I don't care what you ride. I just want you to ride a motorcycle. I want everyone who has never experienced this to experience it. And then if it's something you enjoy doing and want to stick with, I hope everybody out there finds a bike that they love. I want them to freaking take a look at your motorcycle and say, man, that's the one. I love this thing. I can't wait to get on it. For me, that just so happens to be my 2008 Honda Shadow Aero 750. Because I am extremely comfortable on this bike, especially the way it's set up. If I didn't, I'd have both hands on the bars right now. Which we're stopping, so I kind of had to do that anyway. And I guess I'm just trying to understand. Because we're all out here, we're all enjoying the feeling of riding a motorcycle. We all feel the wind. We're all on two wheels. We're putting ourselves in the same position. Regardless of what bike you're sitting on, it's still the same risk. Maybe, you know what, maybe I will never understand. Because I only ride Japanese cruisers. So, regardless, ride what you like. Forget the haters, dude. Because I don't really care. Like I said, I don't care what you ride. I don't go around bashing other bikes, which I kind of talked about like in this video right here. So, as always, y'all be good. See you.